Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to welcome our beloved alumni and faculty to our graduation ceremony. Please join us in welcoming them.
Friends, family. Oh yeah, sit down. Yeah. Relax. That's better. Friends, family, faculty, administration, and most of all, the Wharton MBA class of 2012. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate this incredible day. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to have the opportunity to speak to you this afternoon. A friend of mine asked me this week what it is like to go to Wharton. And even after 2 years, it wasn't that easy of a question to answer. It's one of those things that you can't really describe. You just have to experience it to believe it. but of course, I'll try to explain. Now, it was hard at times to balance international travel and costume parties with those pesky academic and career obligations, and we were truly challenged to persevere and pull it off. But we did it. We successfully spent the last 20 months all up in each other's business. We learned probably too much about everyone's career aspirations, strengths, weaknesses, interests, fears, successes, and failures. We also learned that despite the few common reasons to come to Wharton, once we got here, we took very different paths to get to the seats that we sit in today. And the truth is, Wharton is truly different for all of us. As WGA president, I have had the privilege of being involved in many aspects of the student experience, and of course seeing where those precious student resources are actually spent. I know how much money we spend on happy hours, posh dinners, travel, and parties. But I also see how much more money we spend and time we take to educate each other about new career paths, prepare each other for interviews, help each other through exams, and connect each other to our own personal networks. Even though Wharton exceeded all of our ridiculous social expectations, let's not forget how hard we worked to secure that job. For example, the Consulting Club does nearly a month of organized interview prep. The Real Estate Club does weekly alumni and education panels. The Entrepreneurship Club supports student ventures with financial and human resources. And through it all, we learn a little bit more about ourselves and our goals as we cross a new path and a new person here at Wharton with each individual pursuit. But for as much as we've crossed each other's paths over these last 20 months, every student's Wharton experience is no doubt a unique one. But the one thing that will always connect all of us is that we are the Wharton MBA class of 2012, and we will be that forever. It felt like 20 months ago, someone dropped all of us off in Philly, hit the pause button, and gave us a chance to assess, evaluate, and redirect our careers, and to a larger extent, our lives. Very soon, we will all have to press play again. To paraphrase Stephen Colbert's Knox College commencement speech, he said, "Why would you leave this place? This seems like a very nice place. And in the real world, they play for keeps, my friends." Well, you know what, Stephen? Bring it on. We know we're ready to start again. And when we do, we must do so knowing that our accomplishments, our actions, and our decisions will always reflect Wharton. But more importantly, it will reflect the people in this room that we have come to know so well. Class of 2012, I wish you all good luck. And now I am pleased to introduce Dean Thomas S. Robertson. Tom is a longtime member of the marketing faculty here at Wharton. As dean, he provides a strategic vision for all of our educational, research, and outreach programs, advancing Wharton as a source of innovation and a force for good around the world. He is currently leading Wharton's $550 million fundraising campaign with an emphasis on student scholarships, hiring world-class faculty, and programs in such areas as global leadership, entrepreneurship, and social impact. Please join me in welcoming Dean Tom Robertson.
Hi. Thank you, Matt. That was really wonderful. And I'd like to start by welcoming our graduates, of course, families and friends. Our graduates received their MBAs today, a wonderful achievement, and a result of a good deal of hard work, but this is supposed to be a day for the mothers, not their kids, wasn't it? This is Mother's Day, right? So graduates, I actually have something to ask you to do. I think you should all get up, turn around, and clap and give a thanks not only to the mothers who are here with us, but all of the families and friends for the hard work that they've done to get you across the finish line. It's a pleasure to be with you here today. I'm sorry we're inside on such a beautiful day, but Siri said it was going to rain. Frankly, I think Siri could use an optimism upgrade. And actually, a little more optimism is a good idea for all of us. And that's what I'd like to talk about. Whether you're here as a graduate, family member, faculty, or friend, optimism is an undervalued commodity. Indeed, it is the fuel of human progress. The notion that optimism has great value is as old as mankind. And you're more optimistic than you know. Here's evidence. Remember the last time you got on an airplane and they told you to turn off your cell phone because it might interfere with the ability to fly the plane? You didn't really believe that, did you? And after all, nobody goes through the bags to see if you left Angry Birds on. Though I suppose if it's Words with Friends and you're Alec Baldwin, you might get kicked off the plane. Seriously, if they're putting our fate in the hands of anybody with a smartphone, we're all in real trouble. Another remarkable phenomenon is that a 747 can get off the ground at all. It weighs almost 1 million pounds. So, that alone tells me you have some optimism because you get on that plane. Optimism arises in surprising places, and it's often the pathway to surprising outcomes, very good outcomes. Consider our speaker today, Wharton MBA and Perelman School of Medicine alumnus, Dr. Mehmet, who we'll introduce in a few minutes. Boy, I thought I was busy, and here's a man who redefines the word. When he's not on television or writing books or leading the Health Corps, which he and his wife created as a healthcare version of the Peace Corps, when he's not doing any of that, I suppose he gets some sleep, but then you learn that Dr. Oz is still a doctor, still practicing, still performing more than 100 heart surgeries a year. He's a living lesson in optimism. If Dr. Oz can get all that done, our own obligations don't seem so insurmountable after all. Optimism is not optional. By some measures, it's the only path to survival in a complex world. Here's an optimistic statement. The global economy is booming, but nobody seems to realize it. How's that for unconventional wisdom? But it's true, and let me give you some evidence. The great driver of modern economic progress is globalization. To succeed, it takes an open society and relatively free markets of the kind we've witnessed these past 20 years or so. In this time, China has moved toward more economic openness, so have Russia, India, Brazil, and countless others. We can see a clear parallel between engagement with the global marketplace and growing economic strength in developing countries. Are there gaps, shortcomings in the global economy? Of course. But when has that not been the case? The trend today is undeniably upward. Consumer confidence is up, with the highest confidence occurring in Asia and Latin America. Confidence is rising in the US also. The signs are out there, both big and small. Here's a small example. Many countries are reporting that more people are eating out. And back in the US, home sales were up last month. Housing prices are up for the first time since 2007. Manufacturing is up, corporate profits are up, and Ford's bonds have been removed from the junk pile. An optimistic observer sees beyond the obvious and sees beyond the moment. A Latin maxim tells us that to do two things at once is to do neither. Now that might be strictly true, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't do more than one thing. Consider Maxine Gowan, Wharton grad 02, the author of more than 100 scientific publications. She earned her doctorate in cell biology from the University of Sheffield, and for several years she held an academic position at the University of Bath. For most people, that would have been enough. But Maxine wanted more, so she went back to school, joining our MBA program for executives, and now she's the founding president and CEO of Trevena, a Pennsylvania firm that was created to translate groundbreaking research into a new generation of medicine for heart failure, depression, and acute and chronic pain. You really can do two things at once or more, and all you need is your education and optimism. Another graduate, Garrett Hill, Wharton MBA class of 1987, has rarely met a problem he can't fix. He was a Marine. He turned around a $5 million digital printing company and sold it for $1.1 billion. So when his 10-year-old daughter was diagnosed with kidney failure, he volunteered his kidney. When compatibility tests came back negative, he set out to recruit a viable match. 7 other relatives volunteered and all were rejected. So many times he heard the word no until finally a nephew passed the test. Daughter and nephew are doing well, but the experience left Garrett shaken. There had to be a better way, and there was. In 2007, he invested $300,000 of his own money to start the National Kidney Register, a nonprofit which is dedicated to increasing the quality, quantity, and speed of living donor transplants around the world. Certainly his optimism has paid off. Last year, he successfully orchestrated the longest chain of kidney transplants ever conducted, with 30 living donors supplying kidneys for 30 patients they'd never even met, a difficult and remarkable world record. Over and over, the pessimists get it wrong, and the optimists, like Maxine and Garrett, get it right. After all, a pessimist cashing out of the stock market in late 2008 would have done exactly the wrong thing. So, what's the wisest way to act on optimism? I say it's in great leaps. Sometimes we make these great leaps and we fail, but that's okay if we get up and try again. Make the great leaps. Nobody ever got across a canyon in 2 small steps. The most influential and exciting changes are usually things nobody had considered even a few years before. Think about Dr. Oz's world of medicine. Today, the great weapons in the fight against disease are physical and chemical. We use surgery to cut out disease, and we use medications to bring about healing reactions at the cellular and molecular level. But the optimists are looking further, toward other disciplines, seemingly far removed from medicine. For instance, we now know that proteins respond not only to chemicals, but to light. Work in that area might soon allow us to repair the brain without surgery. We're learning to transform adipose, fat tissue, into other kinds of tissue that the body needs more. That means body parts once damaged beyond repair might soon be replaced, not with mechanical devices, but with copies of your own human tissue. Not long ago, all of this was inconceivable. Yet in the coming years, it may very well be as common as MRIs and X-rays. Such breakthroughs come from people with optimism and confidence to get where others cannot imagine. Technology is just optimism brought to life. Here's another way you're optimistic. You entered this program because you're an optimist. You refuse to accept your life as it was. And now you're at the start of something very big. Let me revise that. You're not starting something big, you're continuing something big, because hopefully you'll make Wharton a part of your lifelong learning. You'll be involved with us for peer-to-peer mentoring, access to new ideas, and the best new thinking. From now on, you come to share and to receive, to put knowledge into action for yourself and for the world. We're not done with each other, and that makes me very happy. In that same vein, I'm looking forward to seeing how you carry out the mission of the Wharton School, the social impact you will make, the innovation you will bring to life, and the ways you will use globalization to create opportunity and value, because you will. I'm optimistic. You came to Wharton for the extraordinary opportunity that this great place provides. And now another extraordinary opportunity awaits you. You have a lot in front of you if you're just willing to take that leap. It's an amazing world and an amazing time. Let the pessimists have their worries. Go build the world you want. And Siri agrees. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Mehmet Oz. In 1986, Dr. Oz started right where you sit today, earning an MBA from Wharton and an MD from Penn's Perelman School of Medicine. And since then, the sky has been the limit. He is, as I mentioned, a practicing heart surgeon, currently vice chair and professor of surgery at Columbia University. He was instrumental in the founding of the Complementary Care Center at Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. In 2007, he and his wife Lisa founded Health Corps, which encourages college graduates to spend 2 years in high school educating students about wellness. Of course, he's built a rather impressive brand as a national television star and best-selling author. He launched his first TV series, Second Opinion with Dr. Oz, on the Discovery Health Channel in 2003. He then appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show for 5 seasons before launching his current series, The Dr. Oz Show, in 2009. For this highly rated program, he won the 2010 and 2011 Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Talk Show Host. As if this weren't enough, he's also the co-author of the You series of books on good health practices, which have sold more than 9 million copies. 7 of his books have been on the New York Times bestseller list. Dr. Oz has been named a World Economic Forum Global Leader of Tomorrow and one of Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People, among numerous other international honors. With his many contributions to healthcare, Dr. Mehmet Oz has built a remarkable career dedicated to enhancing health, wellness, and understanding for all. As a surgeon, as an educator, and as a philanthropist, he's without peer, and I hope that you will join me in welcoming him to the podium today. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Dean Robertson reminded me before I came up here that blessed are the brief, for they shall be re-invited. So I will keep this succinct. I have been taking pictures of you in order to identify any folks who are sleeping. I'll put they're going to be on my Facebook page later today. You can tag yourselves and your sleeping friends. So let me summarize some thoughts that I had sitting exactly where you are 26 years ago. The main question I had in my mind, and I suspect for some of you, likewise, it'll be a thought that's sort of permeating through your consciousness, is am I headed for success and happiness? And what's going to get me there? That's a question that some of you are asking yourselves, because if you're not thinking about it now, you will be thinking about it very soon. So let me just highlight the reality that knowledge for knowledge's sake does not get you there. When I was studying medicine across the street, in my first year, in my first week, a very influential professor there addressed a class, and he said that half of what we would be taught during our medical school years would, by the end of our careers, be proven to be false. A daunting task. The problem, of course, is we didn't know which half, which would have saved us a lot of effort. But you will, as you go through your careers in a similar fashion, face dilemmas where you have been taught ideals, concepts, insights that were correct today in 2012, but are proven to be incorrect, and you have to be able to adjust. So let me give you my definition of success and my definition of happiness, and then walk you through, David Letterman style, the top 10, copying a little bit, the top 10 things that I think might make a difference for you. What is success? Success is moving oneself towards a better understanding of what's important in life. Very succinctly stated, I'll say it again. It's moving oneself towards an understanding of what's important in life. Happiness is being grateful for what happens along the way. If you remember those two primary concepts, you may want to manipulate the definitions to your own liking, but those two fundamental concepts will come back over and over again throughout your career. So what are the mental and physical challenges that are going to occur along the way? What are those epiphanies? How are they going to influence you? And how does one get to be successful and happy? Step number 10 is every day you'll feel productive and challenged in a way tailor-made to your unique desires and strengths. Surgery, which is the love of my life, is a Zen experience, a unique opportunity. Hosting a TV show is a very different kind of experience. They have similarities, but they're much more different than they are the same. But they are customized to my personality. They both offer immediate gratification. You know very quickly whether you made it or did not. And you're allowed to enter into that flow state. I like that. I had to have that. In fairness, I'm really happy they created heart surgery, because I don't know what else I would have done. Many of you will likewise be offered multiple opportunities. Of those many opportunities, one of them is going to be really perfectly suited to your personality. You don't want the best job, you want the right job for you. Allow that flow state where you don't feel bothered, where you can lose touch of time and location to dominate the reason you pick your career path, and your creative energies will be released. Tip number 9, generate an expertise in an area other than the profession in which you earn your living. I started off in heart surgery for the reasons I mentioned. I went into the media space because it offered me insights very different from those in heart surgery. It allowed me to connect with people in a very different way. It allowed me to realize that people did not change what they did based on what they learned. They changed what they did based on how they felt. An insight which made me a better doctor, but it came from outside medicine. When you're able to offer new insights that are generated from a field way outside your normative one, it'll make you more valuable in your day job, but it'll also allow you to stretch and bend that mind of yours, which is so essential for allowing us to live our fullest life. So identify tools that offer you different paradigms for solving problems, and you'll be much better off for it. Tip number 8, develop a system for living your life, meeting its challenges, and developing opportunities. I began to ride my bike to work when I moved to New York City to practice at New York Presbyterian Columbia University. It wasn't orthodox because I live in New Jersey. So I had to ride my bike across the George Washington Bridge every day at 5:30, And by the time I got to rounds at 6:15, I was ready to see the patients. It developed a system in my life, a system which may not be the right one for you, but for me it resonated. It allowed me to control my destiny in the areas that I could truly control it in. It is ultimately the reason that I do the show, because I know that if people can control their bodies, they can control the world outside of them. It is my plea to you that you take this tip seriously. Whether it's a 7-minute workout, which I do every morning, and I purposely try to take my tips and spread them out, you'll develop even better ones for you, share them with your friends, but develop a system for living your life where you don't have to reinvent the wheel every day. It might start off by just picking out what foods you eat, but it's going to evolve into how you take your meetings and what kinds of events you attend. All those become important, because if you're able to live your life wisely, you'll be able to avoid having to reinvent in decisions that otherwise would have slowed you down. Now, I'm not saying you have to live without awareness, which is an important key out. This year, I created a speed bump for my entire team at the show. We have about 200 people who work on the program based out of 30 Rockefeller Center, and we work hard. But I realized we all needed speed bumps. And for us, the speed bump was giving them all transcendental meditation. You can pick your own speed bumps. But when you find those and you put that into that system you're creating for your life, you'll be better off for it. And remember, responsibility means just that, the ability to respond. So oftentimes you will enter into a rapidly moving series of rapids that challenge your ability to make decisions. And I often liken it to that man who jumped off the top of the Empire State Building. When he was passing the 25th floor, they asked him how it was going, and he said, so far, so good. And we're often in that environment where it seems really cool, we're moving in the right direction, but it's actually taking us directly away from where our true energy will lie, the chi that will take our creative energies, allow us to connect those disparate dots and move in a different direction. Tip number 7, you gotta find a mentor. You probably know some right now. The question is, have you taken advantage of them? You gotta evaluate their strengths and their weaknesses, and then copy their positive attributes. Remember, a great mentor's major job is to make you comfortable being uncomfortable. Why would I say that? Because if you're comfortable being uncomfortable, you'll push yourself, you'll strain yourself. Remember, the comfort zone, which many people think is a place that keeps them safe, not at all. What a comfort zone does is it actually keeps you in a little box. It makes your life small. So get out of your comfort zone and find mentors who will give you the skill set to do just that. Tip number 6, whatever you choose, do it fully with a passion, like a child would do things. When you go through the motions, you're likely to fail anyway, so why bother? My father came to this country in the mid-50s, did not speak much English. When he went to the airport to get on the plane, his mother, who dressed in a burqa, my family's from Turkey, accompanied him. She'd never seen a plane before. She was startled by its largeness. Much as that 1 million pound plane Robertson spoke to earlier, she was shocked by what she was able to see when she first time walked onto that tarmac. And so she asked and insisted that the pilot meet with her, which is quite unorthodox. So the pilot came off the plane, walked down the stairs, back then they had only stairs, and came down on the tarmac to meet with this woman dressed in a burqa, who clearly did not know much about planes. And she said, listen, you have my son on your plane. I packed a lunch for him. She handed him a little brown bag, had the food in there. She said, I want you to take this big bird, and I want you to fly it really, really slowly and stay low to the ground. Oftentimes, we live life like that, not realizing that it's actually much more dangerous for us. So my urge to you, because you can do it now, is start making mistakes, because good judgment will come from those errors. And when you do those mistakes early in life, there's plenty of resiliency, like the bouncing balls that we all try to keep in the air. When they hit the ground when you're young, they'll bounce back up into your grips. Tip number 5, no one, and please remember this one, no one is a jerk on purpose. Even some of your friends who have taken humility to a new level of lowness will evolve over the next few years. And those who don't, you'll have to learn to forgive. But by remembering that no one is a jerk on purpose, you'll be able to get through many of the trials and tribulations. People have very complex motivations. The world is quite challenging for some more than others. Many of them have deep-seated difficulties. It's difficult to understand why they're acting the way they act. Success, I think, is gained by bringing people back to the fold. Folks who otherwise would have been deserted can be whole and diamonds in the rough found by you. That's part of your obligation. That is the professionalism that you bring as a graduate of the Wharton Business School. So my advice is to let people surprise you, because if you do, they almost always will. Tip number 4, recognize relationships are needed, but they're needed also because they have to keep growing. You have to continually reinvent those relationships. My guess, personal experience, but there's some data behind it, is every 7 years, the big relationships in your life have to be completely recrafted. This applies not just to your work relationships and your relationships with the graduating class you're sitting next to right now, but also with the most important relationships in your life, those of your family, closest friends. I've been married to my wife, Lisa, who I met when I was here, 27 years. And I've really been married to 4 different women. They have the same social security number, same name and address, but she is 4 different women. Because I married the woman that I wanted to marry, and she changed. And she married the man that she thought I could become, and I didn't change. So you're like 2 boats moving away from each other. And your challenge is to find the coolness of that relationship and find what's beautiful and elegant and as it changes, and to live in the moment with them. And if you do that effectively, you'll be able to reinvent yourself at the same time. Tip number 3, never forget the body is a temple of the soul. Now, this is not a thinly veiled disguise by me as a physician to admonish cigarette smoking and alcohol abuse and the like. Yes, those count. But I'm talking much more about the subtle transgressions, those of junk food, lack of exercise, sedentary lifestyles that so many of you are going to be trapped into living. In order for you to really do the net present value of what your life's worth might be, measured not just at income, but also contributions to society, you want to be able to live your long life with full vigor. You will not be able to do that if you don't make smart decisions along the way with regard to the temple of your soul. Tip number 2 is to live in the present. You've heard too often already that the reason we talk about the yesterday being history and the tomorrow being a mystery is because we have to emphasize that today is a gift. It is a gift. It's called the present for that reason. But living in the moment is much more challenging when you're faced with 5 important decisions to make, all of which seem really important because they're in that quadrant of decision making that is urgent but unimportant. And so you make them because they're the easier ones to make. The hard decisions are the ones that take you time, that take you out of that comfort zone that I spoke to earlier. And when you do that, you'll learn that the most dangerous 2 words in the English language are if only. Because if only ends up being a cop-out, if only becomes this world of continually serpentine decisions that you never seem to be able to make for your own in the right way. So cut those words out, recognize that those errors which we've talked of earlier are valuable to you, and forgive yourself from them. And let me leave you, the graduating class of 2012, with my number 1 tip. The most important tip that I've learned through all my career working with many wise people like you. It is to make the driving force in your life love. Even more than wisdom, love is important. Remember, people, humans, don't die of the darkness. They die of the cold. Those around you right now that know you, that love you, have a governing influence on you. And remember, it's the perception of love that's most important. When you look at kids, it doesn't matter how much they were loved. It matters how much they thought they were loved. It's the same for the people around you. You have to learn to apply love to some very cold-hearted business decisions. And when you use data to make decisions, it makes decisions easier. It makes them sometimes short-sighted as well. It's those difficult decisions that involve an emotional connection that allow you to surpass what the numbers alone would have predicted, that will allow this class to contribute in a unique way to the future of this planet. You have been blessed with transparent love. By the fact that you're here, you know that people in the world care about you. Your job, as is all of ours, is to pass it along. The analogy is often made, I think appropriately, that individuals are like little raindrops falling delicately into the ocean of humanity. I pledge to you that if you do this right, you will be rewarded amply. You should take yourselves with great pride into the world. Never take yourselves too seriously, but always be proud of who you are. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Oz. Dean Robertson, Deputy Dean Gibbons, Vice Dean Kaufold, Deputy Vice Deans Lane and Jones, Dr. Oz, distinguished faculty, friends, family, my fellow classmates. I am Constantinos Coutifaris, a proud member of Wharton's MBA class of 2012. I was both delighted and surprised receiving my Wharton acceptance. Prior to this success, I had experienced many failures in my life. I grew up in Greece. I did. I then went on to an illustrious banking career at Bear Stearns. For some people, everything they touch turns to gold. What I touch, well, that goes into bankruptcy. Let's hope Wharton is the next. But who are we kidding? Wharton's finance professors would bail us out. Abraham Lincoln said that success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Lincoln failed time and again before becoming president. His resilience can inspire us all. Arriving at Wharton didn't put an end to my failures. Like many of you, I ventured to the Quantico Marine Corps military base. In small groups, my classmates and I tackled a muddy combat course. Sleep deprived, I tried to swim through an underwater tube and failed. I was terrible. Dr. Oz, you would have been embarrassed for me. I froze. But my classmates' words of encouragement pushed me to try again and finally make it through the tube. That mud-filled day taught me that failure can turn into success when you're surrounded by incredible people. Wharton is full of them. But it's not just the people around us who matter. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to stay true to Wharton's core value of perseverance and integrity in the face of adversity. My minor adversity in Quantico was over in a day, and it will be a story to bore my grandchildren. But some of us in the class have already had to overcome true adversity. Last October, our classmate, David Mandzinski, was diagnosed with cancer. David recognized this as the most significant obstacle of his life, but did not lose his optimism, drawing strength from the Wharton community. In his words, Wharton constantly reminded me that I have an ocean of support to keep me afloat. A few weeks ago, David's doctor announced that he is cancer-free. David's perseverance in the face of adversity can serve as an example to us all. David is actually here with us today. Please join me in congratulating him on his recovery. The many obstacles we've overcome at Wharton demonstrate that we all have incredible people we can rely on when adversity comes our way. We have our families, and let's especially give credit to our mothers on this important day. I have countless reasons to thank mine. We have better halves and friends who always extend a helping hand. And we have communities like Wharton's, whose members help make the world a better place by demonstrating perseverance and integrity in their lives. Class of 2012, I couldn't resist closing with advice on success from the greatest Greek of all time. As Aristotle said, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents, the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. So take those words to heart and go forward today with a renewed spirit of strength and perseverance. And as we think of our Wharton community, I hope we remember the value of helping each other through life's muddy obstacle courses. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2012.
Dean Robertson, Vice Dean Jane, Vice Dean Kaufold, distinguished faculty and alumni, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, Mom. My name is Aidan Connolly, and I'm proud to represent the Wharton Executive MBA class of 2012. One afternoon in 2006, Steve Jobs was getting a science lesson from Wendell Weeks, the CEO of Corning Glass in upstate New York. Jobs was searching for the perfect glass to put in the iPhone. It turned out that during the 1960s, Corning had produced something called Gorilla Glass. It was perfect, except for one problem. Corning stopped making it years ago. Undeterred, Jobs told Weeks he wanted as much Gorilla Glass as Corning could produce in the next 6 months. Not possible, Weeks said. We simply don't have the capacity. Jobs just stared at him. You can do it, he said. Get your mind around it. 6 months later, the job was done. This episode illustrates what was known as the Steve Jobs reality distortion field, a term used to describe the Apple founder's refusal to adhere to the limits of conventional wisdom. It was an essential ingredient in Apple's recipe for products Jobs and his team hoped would be, quote, insanely great. And as I reflect on the last 2 years, I can't help but think we've been exposed to our own reality distortion field here at Wharton. Add the rigors of a Wharton MBA to the already challenging balance of career and family, no rational argument would suggest it's possible. However, just as Jobs fostered a culture in which top performers could thrive as they pursued insanely great products, so too our Wharton program matched the intensity of its demands with a uniquely nourishing learning environment that empowered us all to meet them. From our first week, it was clear that along with ambition and effort, humility and collegiality would be essential ingredients for success. We would come to know a wonderful community, professors who are not only stars, but also great teachers, staff who are as compassionate as they are professional, and of course, our fellow students. A diverse cohort with whom we would develop a precious, lifelong bond, forged in the crucible of Wharton's special reality distortion field, which empowers all who invest in it the capacity to do insanely great things. Today, we mark the insanely great accomplishment of a Wharton MBA. But what about tomorrow? How will we carry our Wharton reality distortion fields into the future? Because just as Apple must find a way to preserve its edge, so too must we find ways to maintain that Wharton spark and continue to push against the limits of conventional wisdom. We can do so, of course, by driving innovation in our companies, both the ones we inhabit and the ones we will create. We can sustain it by continuing to seek out experiences that deviate from our linear path, because as we surely now know, those experiences can differentiate and transform. And we can do it by accepting the unique responsibility we now share as Wharton alumni to serve our communities, address global challenges, and lead reform in our institutions. Because we all know it's not enough to make an excellent living if the growing gap between rich and poor compromises global security, or if the average person doesn't trust the government or the markets. Indeed, those of us who believe in the importance of those institutions bear the greatest responsibility for ensuring their fundamental credibility. So as we reach for the heights of personal and financial and professional success, let's also maintain the standards of honesty and collegiality that were as much a part of our Wharton core as economics or finance. Let's be the 1% for integrity. And if cynics say it can't be done, just remember how we feel today. Channel our inner jobs and get our minds around it. As anthropologist Margaret Mead once said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. To the Wharton School, on behalf of my fellow classmates, thank you for the opportunity to share in this transformative experience. To our families and friends who've made such sacrifices these last 2 years, thank you for providing us the bedrock of love and support we needed to make it possible. And to my fellow classmates, thank you for the opportunity to know you. It's been just a phenomenal ride because of the wonderful gifts each of you brought to the enterprise. Let's look forward to future adventures on a journey of lifelong learning. And along the way, as Mr. Jobs might have said, may all our lives be insanely great. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is my great pleasure to announce the MBA class of 2012 Palmer Scholars. Students who earn the distinction of Palmer Scholar represent the top 5% of the class and achieve this honor through sustained, outstanding academic performance throughout their MBA program. I'd ask each honoree to stand as I call your name and remain standing until I complete the list. Will Abbott. Joshua Abramson. Samir Agrawal. Peter Allen. Joseph Berglund. Wagish Bhartia. Samuel Bien. Charlene Chen. Constantinos Coutifaris. Carmel Dibner. Jordan Elkind. Zoe Epstein. Brian Flanagan. Matthew Ford. Joshua Garver. Fernando Gomez. Sean Griffin. Matthew Harsha Strong. Aditi Jain. Peter Januzzi. Bo Jiang. Lacey Ketzner. Arif Khan. Harold Kim. Elizabeth Lang. Dugan Lawrence. Kurt Leedy. Laurence Lemaire. Jenny Zhengyi Li. Lan Luan. Anil Makijani. Megan McCann. Nathaniel Medina. Ivan Mihav. Siddharth Narayan. Shamik Patel. Aaron Perrine. John Picasso. Thomas Peter. Aniket Prabhune. Ravi Prakash. Derek Preston. Neil Sani. Catherine Scarborough. Jia Song. Matthew Stevens. Clayton Thomas. Klaus Turbach. Alexander Weiss. Hao Yin. And Paul Urasevich. Congratulations on your outstanding achievement. Now we will begin the roll call of the class of 2012 graduates. We will announce the graduates individually by cohort, beginning with the MBA for Executives program. I am pleased to invite Vice Dean Anjani Jain to the podium to recognize these graduates. Wemba 36, please line up for roll call.
It is indeed my honor to present to you graduates of the MBA program for executives, known affectionately as Cohort W. Leah Abdallah. Pramod Achanta. Adriana M. Agbo. Brian Albaran. Murtaza Amil. Sonali Arora. Sophie Jane Bakri. Thomas P.M. Barry. Damian Bates. Shankar Venkata Bhamadapati. Raghav Bharadwaj. Mrinal Bhaskar. Sanchet Bhatt. Sampath Rao Belakanti. Alex E. Berger. Marla Blevins. Shilda A. Bonnier. Brian Joseph Milano Flanagan. Francis Fu. Chetan Anand L. Gabri. Ashley Kyle Braden. Amanda Beth Breslin. Catherine Byers Broom. Stephen Paul Brownback. Florine Boutonoy. Justin Cambra. Mark Camagnolo. Kerry Michael Cavanaugh. Angela Chadwick. Lawrence Lopming Chan. Balaji Chandrasekhar. Priya Anantalakshmi Chidambaram. Jonathan Cristadoro. Megan E. Cleghorn. Seth Lauren Cogswell. William G. Corrigan. Jayant Das. Amanda Elizabeth Dawson. Gonzalo Alberto Diaz. Brian DeBarnaba. Aidan Connolly, out of sequence. Aidan, please come back around. Jonathan David Duffy. Darren A. Evenson. Christopher Edward Fanning. Patrick Timothy Farrell. Claire Gao. Josh Garver. Paul William Giacomini. Eric Jankovic Goldman. Dhaval Naresh Gosalia. Keith P. Gornish. Murat Barish Gyungur. Abhishek Gupta. Matthew Oliver Harsha Strong. Eric Michael Heil. David McQuaid Hinderaker. Ola Oyinsan Hickson. Michael Paul Hompesh. Liue Annie Hu. Garo Diran Hovnanian. Yoshiko Inoue. Sachin Jare. Matthew Ward Jennings. Kevin Thomas Justice. Michael Mika Kaitila. Hari Kannan. Joseph Yuan Kao. Vikram Karnakar. Arif Khan. Eric Anders Kjellberg. Lauren Barrett Knausenberger. Stephen Paul Coase. Meher Sharat Korke. Andrew Kugajewski. Dugan A. Lawrence. Earl Lee. Arnold H. Lee. Kurt D. Leedy. John David Lesko. Tao Long. Lan Luan. Justin Manley. Fidel Santos Manzano. Joanne Medvitz. Jennifer Elizabeth McGrew. Rohan Mirchandani. Goshen Mizuno. Farnaz Mohammadi, Sanguk Justin Moon, Timothy Joseph Mullen, John Michael Murphy, Joseph S. Nasser, Nikhil Prabhakar Nayab, George Shaka Oboge, Lauren Oyun Om, Todd D. Oretsky, Stephen Otobrize Ovaje, Anant Koruchi Ramanujam Padmanabhan, Harvard Junhua Pan, John Junhao Pan, Sanju Pancholi, Michael David Patterson, Bartosz Benchkovsky, Nicolas Michael Petrakakos, Vincent Yihong Piao, Nitish Pinisetti, Hari S. Pujar, Nilesh Yashwant Prabhu, Ravi Prakash, Syed Raza, Asaf E. Rosenheim, Aditi Roy, Amit Roy, Puneet Sahi, Vijay Krishna Sammeta, Joshua Gregory Schreier, Patricia Allison Shaw, Eric Sheng, Michael Sinkula, Catherine Betzweiser Stamps, Aaron J. Straub, Vinay Subramanian, Dharmendra B. Shankara, Matthew William Tanzer, Alona Tolentino, Ilango Vaidyanathan, Vilay Wadhwa, Ying Wang, Timothy Charles Withers. Wei Yi. Luke A. Hammack.
Cohort A. Elena Boyd. Johnny Abram. Sebastian Aguilar. Danica Anderson. Matthew Bailey. Gilad Bayless. Rachel Balsham. Elizabeth Barnum. Laura Becker. Vikram Bellapravalu. Jose Bea. Sharon Bora. Natalie Bolch. Susan Chaco. Deepshika Charun. Jose Luis Farros Chuquera. Kofi Darko. Veronica de la Cerda. Christina Dietrich. Neelam Dwevida. Gabriel Garcia. Fernando Gomez. Michael Greenman. Sean Griffin. Jared Halperin. Margaret Hill. Victoria Christine Holkamp. Amy Swan. Laura Humber. Alfred Jin. Joseph Kessler. Brian Ross Korgonakar. Anil Lala. Marcus Lansnar. Laurence Lemaire. William Lucas. Nicholas Lump. Carmen Madonas. Javid Mamadov. Ivan Mihov. Ayman Mohib. Jusung Nam. Alexander No. Olufei Kami Olopodai. Kalyan Pamarthi. Shamik Patel. Mark Pearson. Christine Poblete. Derek Preston. Fei Chu Chu. Chu Tian. Jacob Rothman. Julia Rubalevskaya. Raul Sadiwala. Tessia Summer. Matthew Stevens. Suraj Subramaniam. Rohan Suryavanshi. Omar Taha. Alexia Tang. Carlos Trad Freno. Tessa Truex. John Urquhart III. Mary Kristen Vecchione. Amy Wang. And Johan Yang. Cohort B. Samuel Lin. Peter Allen. Nia Yite. Federica Bruniera. Daniel Kalpin. Rachel Carpenter. Charlene Chen. Chen Chen. Kayun Karen Chen. Jacqueline Chua. Erica Connolly. David Copeland. Constantinos Coutifaris. Damien Dallalonga. Ankur Datta. Adel Sanusi. Scott Fishman. Horace Flournoy. Gustavo Fusoni. Scott Glass, Jr. Matthew Gorasi. Jung Hang. Yiwen Shu. Jennifer Gia. Greer Thomas Jones. Becca Kleinstein. Ben Kraus. Eric Leong Tiong. David Lawson. Margaret Lee. Michelle Lee. Andre Levy. Alexandra Robertson Lingard. Scott McLaren. Fernanda Matar. Brandon McCoy. Sonaz Memar Sodigi. Veronica Mendiola. Lauren Miller. Mark Montserrat. Junichi Nakajima. Austin Kyle Newdecker. Amy Pan. Sumip Patel. Daria Porshaz. Ragi Raghavan. Catherine Roberts Hull. Arunovo Roy. Catherine Scarborough. Jeffrey Schiffner. Chungbo Shim. Kohei Shinohara. Nirav Shroff. Maria Slavin. Jay Song. Samantha Taylor. Robert Tehan. Sam Williams. And Paul Urashevich. Cohort C. Jin Young Sarah Kim. Arya Abedin. Andres Arboleda. CJ Bach. Daniel Baker. Richa Bansal. Rohit Bhatt. Daniel Chen. Christina Chu. Marina Diaz Ibarra. Thomas Cooper. Alexis Cox. Cody Dashel Earp. Sarah Smith Fennell. Tomas Gazmuri. Vaughn Glover. Gautam Kumar Gupta. Nitin Gupta. Anis Arb. Catherine Harrison. Adria Ho. Christine Wang. Aditi Jain. Anurakt Jain. Michael Charles Jean Blanc. Eli Khan. Harold Kim. Valeria Kozenikov. Brian Lalazarian. Elizabeth Gibbons Lang. Amanda Liberator. Mark Lovett. Nimit Maru. Philip Mishkin. Yushi Miyamoto. Jonathan Nipper. Michael Noonan. Curtis Ofori. Philip O. Victoria Ornstein. Tolulope Owudani. Allison Pistone. Francesco Revel Silamone. David Ryder. Pratima Mia Rodriguez. Cole Sharp. Dominic Scarrett. Maren Spillabine. Andrew Steinberg. Varun Sood. Erica Keiko Sugai. Bo Sun. Byron Sun. Claire Sutton. Aaron Zakel. Stella Maria Tombunin. Vikas Tandon. Sam Tanzer. Jose Tomas. Ankit Wadwa. Rebecca Wald. Stephanie Williams. Melissa Winter. Caitlin Wittick. And Julia Claire Winyard.
Cohort D. John Robinson. Babashola Adelaide. Nicholas Anderson. Virgilio Aquino. Rebecca Bailey. Doug Baldesser. Alexander Buell. Gherkin Chelik. Lisa Chen. Ima Chukrala. Pei Shou. Peter Durman. Kyle Dow. Randall Drain. Jordan Elkin. Ilya Fagan. Matthew Fitzpatrick. Amrita Ganguly. Miguel Garza. Xavi Janice Pujols. Leticia Golkan Jasis Machado. James Hahn. Pranay Harsh. Wilson Hart. Shukri Hojali. David Hebner. Tiffany Wong. Suhaib Jamjun. Elizabeth Jatton. Shireen Kassam. Patrick Keeley. Eva Koo. David Knox. Ariel LaBeouf. Jennifer Lee. Stefan Lasaf. Feng Xiao Yue Lin. Victoria Lonsdale. Niraj Mathur. Megan McCann. Joshua Moore. Florian Oettinger. Babatunde Ojo. Alia Hermione Munu Parpia. Nina Prasad. Lindsay Pooker. Faris Rahman. Meghana Rajgopal. Mona Safabash. Roberto Sanchez Garvin. Michael Scardili. Ashley Shoresman. Jessup Sheen. Nicole Stallings. Ariel Tan. Shireen Tawfiq. Tiana Taylor. Hannah Julia Tucker. Matthew Verghese. Brian Wiegand. Kimberly Young. Shooting You. Jeremiah Yu. Alice Zhao. Cohort E. Nicole Gain. Samir Ugraval. Shireen Ali. Daniel Babkis. Nassim Bayu. Maurizio Barra. Julia Bedanova. Jamil Beg. Jorge Barouf. Roberta Chen. Jigar Choksi. Chutitorn Chuchun Chaimongon. Christopher Cutler. Pooja Dargalkar. Brandon Einstein. Jason Fisher. Francis Fukuda. Craig Gottesman. Russell Gottfredson. Kunal Gupta. Anthony Haddad. Etienne Haddad. Daniel Himovic. Albert Hahn. Pan Haodong. Helen He. Jing Huang. Elizabeth Hudson. Jinan Jing. Robert. Nathaniel Johnson. Lacey Ketzner. Faraz Khalid. Theodore Kwan. Sophia Chilok Lai. Stuart Leong. Shumeng Lu. Lola Mafe. Ishtvan McClary. Malvina Mintarno, John Morley, Carl Nordenberg, Maria Palma, Zaid Pardisi, Dylan Pierce, Brandon Pay, Santiago Pereiro, Kristen Pietrovsky, Saket Puri, Redima Reina, Anastasia Rumeliotti, Neil Sluta Hallberg, Monica Shaw, Barak Sharir, Erin Shea, Melissa Shin, Nisha Srinivasan, Joshua Stein, Yuksong T, Shin Ujiya, Harrison Vigursky, Leonard Vishnevsky, Andrew Whitney, John C. Wilson, Essie Yamoa, Priscilla Z, Cohort F, Richard Soto, Bridge Anand, Sherry Lynn Angelic, Daniel Averbush, Stephanie Awad, Jose Becerra, Nicolo Biancheri, Lauren Bitar, Allison Bloom Feshbach, Faye Bao, Teresa Bradley, Brandon Kavanaugh, Shashu Chen, Christine Cheng, Tommy Chin, Guillermo Costa, Brent D'Amico, Julio Ditborn, Kimberly Firestone, Evan Gibson, Michelle Gittens, Robert Gajewski, Sarah Guo, Matthew Henley, Naoki Hiros, Roger Wang, Brianna Jang. David Kahani. Vic Kakar. Minyong Kang. Kushnam Karas. Merced Kupyev. Frederick Lekau. Hunbum Lee. Jenny Lee. Philip Moss. Han Meng. Amit Mina. Federico Moreno. Colleen Murphy. Ryan Nelson. Ami Patel. Samya Patti. Andrew Phillips. Cirillo Queiroz. Jeffrey Reitman. Jason Reynolds. Suzanne Schumer. Zachary Seeley. Matthew Sternberg. Ingo Strokowski. Carol Strulovic. Katarina Chakowska. Robert Thornock. Michael Torto. Kay Trongwangsa. Stacy Tsai. David Turner. Reed Van Gordon. Ofer Wax. Wesley Whitaker. Lisa Wu. Sangin Zeb.
Cohort G. Nirupam Sinha. Jonathan Eisenberg. Andre Matias Alfaro. Sonia Berlin. Wagish Bartia. Plern Bonithan. Samuel Bian. Lisa Xiaoyang Kai. Gregory Callahan. Stuart Campbell. Thiago Candoso. Paul Capitillo. Balu Chandrasekharan. Shruti Chandra Shekhar. Daniela Che. Dong Chen. Andrea Kishka. Hubert Chu. Meredith Lynn Condit. Raul Corral. Bianca Farnioli. Sean Gardner. Amanda Hill. Tara Hovey. Omar Irizarry. Korlani Jim Saksiri. Ian Joseph. Jonathan Carmel. Brandon Katz. Michael Kajeski. Julia Kornblatt. Slava Kotov. Nikhil Lalwani. Cindy Law. Jason Lynn. Shirley Lynn. David Littlejohn. Sarah Lukyun. Anil Makijani. Jennifer Moon. Todd Mortensen. Fahad Najam. Kenichi Natsumi. Tara Nicholson. Benjamin Nightingale. Paul Nolan. Christopher O'Connell. Akan Unal. Jane Park. Juan Peñarieta. Nicholas Pike. Lindsay Rand. Hatem Sabri. David Salamanca. Jordi Suarez. Derek Sutta. Lauren Taylor. Klaus Terbach. Karen Tien. Elizabeth Violin. Jeffrey Vitt. Yulin Wang. Gailey Woolston. Fujun Wu. Sarah Wyman. Ron Xiao. And Liming Yao. Cohort H. Stephen Kim. Chike Agu. Anne Maria Ponte. Ashley Bertusen. Odinga Besus Parite. Paul Beanstalk. Omri Block. Michael Frank Bolos. Matthew Bradley. Julie Busey. Jason Chen. Errol Christian. Rachel Cohen. Andrew DeBarry. Mansi Devdar. Devin Duff. Zoe Epstein. Brenton Farnioli. Mariana Fernandez. Zoe Xiaomin Gao. Nitya George. Carl Gerchow. Dana Gleason. Lauren Gonzalez. Nian Gu. Elaine Jen. Seungpil Jueng. Mark Klein. Rohan Kumar. Joseph Lai. Augustine Letelier. Chen K. Lee. Zilin Liu. Patrick Lutfi. Ahmad Mazar. Anders Meyerhoff. Andres Modak. Keith Modelson. Pavarti Nair. Siddharth Narayan. Joe Philip Zuunwa. Abel Osorio. Anirudh Pandita. Jonathan Perlstein. Laura Peterson. Michael Phillips. Lillian Poon. Kimberly Rothwell Gallagher. Jennifer Reigler. Neil Sawney. Jillian Sala. Anichya Shah. Jungin Shin. Alexander Sonnenberg. Tammy Tang. Patty Tritipesco. Michael Van Pelt. Shruti Woodgaukar. Jessica Wang. Wenao Wang. Stephen Wiener. Evangeline Wiles. And Ricardo Eunice. Cohort I. Anna Perez. Karen Alexander. Hendukia Azin. Matthew Barbess. Fabio Carrara. Melanie Chase. Catherine Cheng. Jennifer Cheng. Frank Chu. Daniel Cuevas Rimosh. Anthony de Guzman. Daniel de Souza. Eric de Vilbis. Carmel Dibner. Ava Ducrozet. Sean Duncan. Reham Fagiri. Aaron Flink. Joseph Floyd. Matthew Ford. Sarisha Gadapalli. Gal Gitter. Kriti Gupta. Frank Hahn. Matthew Hively. Colleen Horan. Cassie Shu. Peter Januzzi. Bo Jiang. Ren Kabir. Daniel Kahn. Elizabeth Kiernan. Jin Suk Kim. Laura Kim. Ryan Kitchen. Anjali Kulkarni. Ajin Lee. Roman Leifer. Jennifer Lee. Kenneth Liang. Seung Lim. Joshua Lin. Guilherme Machado. Ella Murzhanova. Morgan Chanel Burl Miles. Charlotte Moats. Kiran Nega. Alexander Nother. Lisa Okawa. Abimbola Okeowo. Piotr Osowitz. Christine Pope. Ramon Redondo. Zandy Reich. Nathan Sheth. Gideon Schiffman. Emily Stoller. Yao Sun. William Vaya. Alice Wang. Andrew Ward. Qi Jia. Hao In. Jingyu Chang. And Wendy Xu.
Cohort J. Robert So. Raja Agnani. Lauren Alexander. Saumil Anigiri, Noel Barcenas, Anthony Bertuca, Christian Blackauer Retamosa, Melissa Brown, Mark Campbell, Mark Chen Keenan, Nonya Collier, Carolyn Cross, Mario De Barros, Diana Dengo, Brent Dial, Nicholas Escalon, Patricio Ferreira, Youssef Frem, Adrian Gale, Sarah Gore, Alan Heck, Daisy Huang, Lisa Georgiorian, Matthew Kane, Aidan Shengrong Luo, Susan Lee, Veronica Lee, Michael Lim, Jerry Ziwei Ling, Dan Liu, Phyllis Liu, Xiao Yu Liu, Nicholas Liveris, Tim Milanchuk, Brandon Mogiros, Elizabeth Muscarella, Erica Pang, Aaron Perrine, Catherine Pekarsik, Sendel Rajendran, Daniel Riedler, Christian Rios, David Roberts, Kelly Rowe, Gonzalo Ruiz, Francis Schindel, Ravi Shah, Shamik Shah, Naina Arun Sharma, Arwimat Siran Sangtaksin, Jessica So, Wei Tan, Amol Tripathi, Ramit Wadera, Simon Weber, John Patrick Wilson, Dan Shu, Cohort K, Ria Sen, Milagros Brusset, Davian Bryan, Gustavo Cardenas, Michael Carroll, Gabriela Carvalho, Samantha Cepos, Stacy Jiawei Chang, Regina Chang, Wilson Chang, Helen Chen, Kimberly Cheng, Jerry Chi, Kelsey Clark, Oliver Eckhart, Leonard Fishman, Laura Fruitman, Nadim Garrios, Laura Gitlin, David Gladstein, Jose Luis Gonzalez Pastor, Daniel Haddad. Christina Jacoby. Steve Jung. Hee Kyung Kim. Jed Kim. Seth Kish. Yian Ko. Daniel Kraus. James Cook. Michelle Larrabee. Jacqueline Lee. Mackenzie Locke. Chen-Chi Lu. John McCambridge. Kirk McConnell. Brian McCoy. Andrew Mayer. Martin Muñiz. Regan Naples. Bekezela Nube. George Ogaro. Suchi Pandya. Ashley Park. Adam Pearson. Thomas Peter. Elizabeth Pando. Tanapun Ratanabon. Andrew Richard. James Ruane. Robin Schrader. Kandarp Shah. William Shu. Medani Srinivasan. Christopher Stanley. Clayton Thomas. Janie Tsui. Rocio Vargas Tokuda. Gerardo Viloslado. Joseph Wei. Howard L. Cohort L. Kimmy Lipscomb. Ahmed Abdulmalik. Benjamin Andrew. Anthony Balda. Renzo Castillo. Joy Chang. Carrie Chen. David Chen. Evelyn Chen. Johnny Chen. Juana Cornice Pup. Bethany Donovan. Giuseppe Delgadillo. Gregory Doyle. Oh dear. Joshua Feinerman. Ryan Feit. Ryan Frankel. Pamela Gelfand. Stephanie Giambelli. Stefano Giambelli. Kyle Gilbride. Juan Gonzalez Goicoechea. Robert Gould. David Hecht. Rebecca Horowitz. Ashley Howerton. Stephanie Shu. Mei Wang. Jaime Lamo de Espinosa. Christopher Lee. Porter Leslie. Mark Liao. Timothy Lucy. Claudia Vergero Massey. Nadine McCarthy. Nathaniel Medina. Allison Pasker. John Picasso. Kristen Rogas. Lauren Dana Rosenblatt. Brent Science. Vika Sekri. Ankit Shah. Jonathan Shannon. Rakesh Soni. Anirudh Siri. Abide Bibitayo Taku. Eve Sai. Jacqueline William. Rashmi Vadnagare. Lin Wang. Alexander Weiss. Erica Wu. Vincent Wu. Dong Wook Yoon. And wait for it, Leo Zhang.
Please take your seats. Good afternoon and congratulations, everyone. My name is Sam Lundquist, and as Associate Dean for External Affairs, my first official duty for you as alumni is to ask you together to signify the transition from being a student to being an alumni of Wharton. Please move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Wharton is recognized around the globe for its innovation, leadership, and broad strength in the business world. You knew that 3 years ago when you began the process of applying for your MBA. And you remember vividly how much you wanted Wharton to want you. And now it's our turn to want you back equally. We want you to hang on to that emotion as you step forth into the world as alumni. Keep that passion alive so that you stay close to the school. Today, more than 130 years after the school was founded by Joseph Wharton, we remain dedicated to carrying out his principles of entrepreneurship, innovation, invention, outreach, and a pragmatic love of knowledge. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to an unparalleled alumni community of what I think is now 89,000 graduates across 140 countries worldwide. You leave Wharton after today or tomorrow, but your relationship with the school will endure for a lifetime. I urge you, take advantage of the many opportunities that remain to keep you involved in the school with our remarkable alumni network around the world. Doing so will be tremendously rewarding, both personally and professionally. You can engage with Wharton throughout your lives and careers and through lifelong learning programming. These include opportunities to learn from Wharton thought leaders through our online resources such as at Knowledge at Wharton and the webinars that we offer online, events such as speaker panels, global faculty lectures, and of course, Reunion. Learn from your fellow Wharton graduates through the vast alumni network that's available to you. It's easy to access at Wharton Connect or through Wharton's Global Clubs network. All of these will keep you close to the school wherever you are in the world. And of course, back in Philadelphia, we have the MBA Career Services Office waiting to continue to serve you, to provide various tools to guide you throughout your career. We want you to take advantage of these opportunities and continue to learn and connect at the school. And now I have the pleasure of the formal presentation of the Class of 2012 class gift. Your continued engagement with Wharton has already begun through the participation of the class gift, and the class gift demonstrates your belief in a Wharton education and helps to ensure Wharton's continued success for future generations. Your contributions to this gift represent an important step in your lifelong involvement with the school. The school thrives because of your generous support of its alumni, and your contributions are critical in helping Wharton maintain its prominence among top business schools. During your time here at Wharton, you benefited from the contributions of the alumni who came before you, and we hope that you'll continue to provide the same level of support to future generations of students. Gifts of any size have an impact, and we're especially grateful to all of you for your humbled and humbling contributions. These gifts represent your first steps to becoming active and engaged alumni. Happy to present to Dean Tom Robertson, on behalf of the class of 2012, a gift of $286,000. It won't fit in his wallet. Running the class gift campaign requires hard work and strong leadership. On behalf of the school, I would like to thank the leaders of this year's campaign who worked tirelessly to ensure success and call upon them for recognition. Nicole Stallings, Kundarp Shah, from the MBA for Executives class, Katie Broom in Philadelphia and Keith Gornish in Philadelphia. And from the MBA class, Executives class in San Francisco, Jess Kindler and Arif Khan. And finally, passing of the class flag. I'm delighted to share with you this important tradition. Each year, Wharton MBA alumni have demonstrated leadership within the Wharton community and are extended an invitation to participate in commencement by carrying a flag that signifies the alumni status of each class. One graduate is selected to serve as the alumni marshal, who will pass the 2012 alumni flag to a member of your class. This year, we're delighted and honored to have Jay Fishman as our alumni marshal. Mr. Fishman is chairman and CEO of Travelers. He is a dedicated Wharton and Penn alumnus. He is also a university trustee. He's a proud Penn parent. Both of his sons hold undergraduate degrees from Penn. And in fact, his son Scott has completed his MBA at Wharton and is graduating with you today. In passing the 2012 alumni flag to WGA President Matt Henley, you are linking the Wharton alumni community to those of you who graduate today. This tradition and others you will experience whenever you return to campus and will sustain your pride in being part of the alumni Wharton legacy. Mr. Jay Fishman to Matt Henley, the class flag.
We're almost there. Over the past few weeks, as you approached the conclusion of your time at Wharton, many of you have stopped by our offices to reflect on your experience. You have come to appreciate that you leave here as beneficiaries of the many extraordinary alumni who have crossed the stage before you and whose accomplishments have done much to establish the reputation of the school. These women and men worked hard and turned their academic lessons into meaningful actions with considerable economic and social impact around the world. You join their legacy today. It is now your turn to take on the business challenges and ethical dilemmas of our times. We, the faculty and staff, are confident that you are up to the task. The academic and personal lessons you have learned, along with the support of your classmates and alumni, will serve you well in the years to come. And your relationship with Wharton changes today, but certainly does not conclude. We hope to see you on campus for reunions and visits, and will continue to support you with additional business education throughout your careers. In closing this ceremony, let me thank my colleagues in the MBA program administration for their roles in helping you reach today's milestone. Ankur Kumar, Peggy Bishop Lane, Kimbrell Jones, Mary Ellen Lamb, Jeff Klein, Lisa Warshaw, Paula Greenberg, and Anjani Jain, and the members of our teams in the full-time and executive MBA offices. We wish you all happiness and success in the years ahead. Thank you and congratulations.